The NGO Human Rights Watch published a report last week claiming tens of thousands of Syrians have been subjected to torture and ill treatment since the start of the popular uprising against the Bashar al-Assad regime, which began back in March 2011. The organisation accuses the government of building what it describes as an archipelago of at least 27 torture centres across the country. It's a very detailed report on conditions in Syrian jails. It comes with a list of the army officers in charge of each centre where cases of torture have been reported, and also an interactive map indicating their location. The map is updated using accounts from abused detainees and includes precisions on the torture methods used against them. The NGO has also drawn up a non-exhaustive list of these methods. As we can see from these sketches posted online to illustrate the extent of the authorities' cruelty, prison guards regularly beat up detainees with batons and also tie them to chairs to electrocute them. And it would appear the perpetrators of these deplorable acts show no mercy. No one is spared, not even children. Human Rights Watch has also posted this video online in which a teenager gives an account of his ordeal. He says he and his uncle were stopped and beaten up by security forces and then tortured with pliers and screwdrivers. Monday was declared a national day of mourning in Russia in the wake of devastating, raging floodwaters in the southwestern part of the country that killed over 170 people over the weekend. Web users are doing what they can to help those who have lost everything. These amateur photos circulating online show the intense damage caused by the sudden surge of water spurred by torrential rains. Homes ripped apart, roads destroyed, and overturned cars, all testifying to the severity of flooding and giving an insight into the nightmare that unfurled for residents of the worst affected region, Krimsk, near the Black Sea. There has been a tremendous response and show of solidarity from Russian web users. A number of groups offering support to flood victims have been set up on online forums, organising, amongst other things, appeals for basic necessities, which by all accounts have been widely circulated across the blogosphere. As we can see in these shots posted on Twitter, hundreds of volunteers have arrived in the region since the weekend, bringing food, clothes and even toys for the children. This web user has created an interactive map with a view to help coordinate the emergency services and volunteers in their relief efforts. It's accessible to all, and anyone with any relevant information is asked to report it on the map. And although the rain and flooding have had devastating consequences both in human and material terms, the rapid rise of water, which transformed roads into rivers, had different implications for some. As we can see in this video, one man was able to go wakeboarding on Saturday, pulled along by a car in a flooded route in Krimsk. Bahraini anti-government campaigner Nabil Rajab has been sentenced to 3 months in prison over a tweet posted last month challenging the legitimacy of Bahrain's Prime Minister Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, who's ruled the country since 1971. The court decision has been met with strong criticism. The Bahrain Centre for Human Rights, of which Rajab is president, was among the first to react. The organisation has posted a statement to its website saying the arrest was ordered by the top levels of the government to prevent the activist from continuing his human rights work in the kingdom. Rajab himself backs this theory in a tweet written the day before he was imprisoned. He says the only reason he would soon be behind bars was because he openly criticised the ruling monarchy. Rajab, who had been living under house arrest awaiting verdict, was arrested at his home. This amateur footage posted online by members of his family shows masked policemen escort him to a police vehicle on Monday morning, which then took him to Bahrain's Jaw Central Prison, where a number of other opposition activists are being held and where Nabil Rajab will be spending the next 3 months. Many have taken to social networks calling for his immediate release. Web users have been posting under the keywords Free Nabil, urging the Bahraini authorities to show clemency and respect freedom of expression. And some, to mark their solidarity with the jailed activist, have replaced their profile photo with that of Nabil Rajab. In the meantime, Rajab appears to remain positive. In his last message posted online only several moments before he was arrested, he explains the fight against tyranny is just beginning in Bahrain, and being in prison will not stop him pursuing the fight for justice. The streets of San Francisco in the United States, the ultimate playground for professional rally driver Ken Block from California. Here's the latest video posted online by the American champion, in which he carries out all sorts of moves and stunts in urban surroundings.